Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm the best of my world, and I'm coming at you with my Money in the Bank review for 2017. Let's get right on into it with the kickoff show of the Hype Bros versus the Colones, and nothing really too special here. Nice to see Zack Ryder back in the WWE ring, and the Hype Bros get the win over the Colones. After that, pay-per-view gets underway, and we start with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match of Charlotte versus Becky versus Tamina versus Carmella versus Natalya. Long story short, a few highlights of Charlotte and Carmella being pushed off the top of the ladder, and Charlotte doing a corkscrew flip onto Tamina and Natalya. And the conclusion of the match is James Ellsworth knocking Becky Lynch off the top of the ladder, then climbing up said ladder, getting the Money in the Bank briefcase and throwing it down to Carmella. So technically, your Money in the Bank winner is none other than Carmella. Next, we move on to New Day versus Usos for the SmackDown Tag Titles, and a little bit of back and forth to start the match. And Kofi Kingston took a bad spill outside when one of the Usos dropped the rope while Kofi Kingston was running him, and he definitely hit his head hard because he was definitely holding his head in pain and pretty sure not too happy about it. Eventually, Kofi Kingston got the tag to Big E, started clearing the ring, lots of back and forth. At one point, Kofi Kingston was put in what I believe the Tequila Sunrise, but eventually broke free and then slapped on a Dragon Sleeper, which was broken out of. Kofi Kingston then leaded into an SOS, which I haven't seen in forever, so that was pretty damn awesome to see an SOS from Kofi Kingston. One of the Usos tried to do a suicide dive to Big E. Didn't work out too well because he caught him and then gave him a belly-to-belly overhead on the outside of the ring. A lot of near falls left and right. Ring gets cleared out again. Kofi Kingston climbs to the top rope, jumps from the top rope to the outside, almost in a trust fall manner, so to speak. At that point, New Day hits one of the Usos with their finishing maneuver, the Midnight Hour. Uso breaks up the count, and they take the count out loss. So technically, your winners are the New Day, but they are not your new tag team champions. Next is Naomi versus Lana for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Nothing too special here. Showed Lana could wrestle a little bit. She did work on Naomi's knee quite a bit, actually suplexing her into the ropes. Don't really see that all that often, kind of thing. Carmella and James Ellsworth came down to the ring for a fake cash-in, which led to Naomi getting the upper hand and making Lana tap. Next, we had the debut of Mike Bennett and Maria, which they didn't really do too much. They stood at the entrance ramp, talked for a little bit, and to me, they remind me of a now SmackDown version of the Miz and Maurice, minus the troubles that the Miz and Maurice are going through right now. Next, we had the WWE title match of Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. Almost right out of the box, Randy Orton tried to hit Jinder Mahal with an RKO. Didn't work out too well. Jinder Mahal ends up throwing Randy Orton over the top rope, and Orton had to play it off. I'm hoping he had to play it off that his knee was injured, like he tweaked it a little bit, and Jinder Mahal started working on it. At one point, Randy Orton got a hold of Jinder Mahal and dropped him on his back on the top of the barricade in front of his dad and all the other legends that were sitting ringside. But then Jinder Mahal got the upper hand again, started beating on Randy Orton's knee outside, dropping his knee on the announce table, then rolling him in the ring, slapping the figure 4 on him, which after some time Randy Orton did reverse, which led to Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton working their way to the corner where Jinder Mahal was trying to go for a superplex, got blocked. Randy Orton paid him back the favor and actually nailed his suplex. And then Randy Orton started his little mini comeback of a couple of clotheslines, suplex, setting up for the RKO, and actually hit it. But pinfall was broken up due to the Singh brothers putting Jinder Mahal's legs on the rope, which led to the referee getting rid of the Singh brothers. Singh brothers, as they were walking out, decided to mess with Randy Orton's father, which was a big mistake. Randy Orton started going off on him, started beating on him, threw one on the announce table again. Thankfully, this time he didn't land on his head. Randy Orton starts clearing off the announce tables, as he did. Led to an RKO from one table to the next, and as Randy Orton got back into the ring, he was in position for Jinder Mahal to come up from behind him, hit him with that Cobra Clutch bomb, pin him 1, 2, 3, and still your WWE champion, the modern day Maharaj Jinder Mahal. Next we have Breezango versus the Ascension. Apparently the Ascension were the ones who took out Tyler Breeze on SmackDown recently, and it was a really do-nothing match, in my opinion, and Breezango won. Our main event is AJ Styles versus Dolph versus KO versus Sami Zayn versus Corbin versus Nakamura for the SmackDown Money in the Bank ladder match, and as the wrestlers were coming out, when it came to be Nakamura's turn, Baron Corbin took Nakamura out. So referees ended up starting the match as a 5-man instead of a 6-man match, and chaos began everywhere with wrestlers just taking out everybody left and right. Nobody could gain the upper hand or even put a ladder up to start climbing. At one point, Kevin Owens cleared the ring with the ladders, and while the action was going on the outside, Kevin Owens decided to climb to the top rope. At which time, Sami Zayn came in, threw him off the top rope onto a ladder, which I'm sure hurt like holy hell. Then we got some fighting on the ladder with AJ Styles on one side, Baron Corbin on the other, and Dolph Ziggler literally climbing over Baron Corbin to get up to where AJ Styles was, which didn't work out well for anybody because everybody came crashing down. Dolph Ziggler was the quickest one to get up. He started climbing up the ladder, and Sami Zayn met him on the other side and resulted in a sunset flip powerbomb up top of the ladder, which actually worked out well, because normally when stuff like that happens, it never works out well. So kudos to them for actually making that work. At this time, Baron Corbin set up a ladder outside the ring on top of the steel steps connecting to the German announce table, and resulted in him chokeslamming AJ Styles on top of said ladder. I don't know if it was supposed to break or not, but he definitely got chokeslammed on top of a ladder, which I'm sure hurt like oh holy hell. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring, Sami Zayn grabbed Kevin Owens from behind and did some kind of backflip suplex, which wasn't a German suplex, but it sure as hell was awesome. A lot more back and forth going on. Somehow Kevin Owens collected himself, tried to powerbomb AJ Styles through the ladder that was still set up on the steps connected to the German announce table. That didn't work out too well. It ended up with AJ Styles doing a DVD, which if you don't know is a Death Valley Driver, from the ring apron onto the ladder, which hurt like oh holy hell for Kevin Owens. AJ Styles then proceeds to get into the ring, start climbing the ladder, almost has the money in the briefcase in his hand. Dolph Ziggler takes said ladder away, so now AJ Styles is basically in gym class, kind of like trying to climb up the cord that has the Money in the Bank briefcase and trying to detach the briefcase at the same time. That didn't work out too well, and AJ fell, and he fell hard. So now Baron Corbin comes in, takes out Dolph Ziggler, so Baron Corbin is in prime position to climb the ladder and get the Money in the Bank briefcase when Shinsuke Nakamura's music plays, and out he comes to beat on Baron Corbin, knock him out of the ring, and beat him down. Basically, Nakamura is clearing the ring on everybody coming in and hitting everybody with Kinshasa's left and right. And when I mean left and right, I mean left and right. As this is going on, it leads to Nakamura and AJ Styles. They move the ladder out of the way and decide to actually battle it out, which when Nakamura went for a Kinshasa, AJ Styles kind of hit him with a jumping phenomenal forearm right then and there, and both men are laid out. Both of them collect one another, put said ladder back into the center of the ring, and start climbing and start battling for it. When you hear the crowd chanting for AJ Styles and Nakamura, two fan favorites, obviously you want them both to win, but not both men can grab the briefcase. This led to Baron Corbin pushing the ladder, knocking AJ Styles and Nakamura off said ladder, and quickly put the ladder in position, climbed up it, and grabbed the briefcase. He had a little bit of difficulty, but none of that Jack Swagger WrestleMania 26 difficulty. And your winner and current Money in the Bank briefcase holder is Baron Corbin. Overall, I would have to give this pay-per-view a B. Definitely better than Extreme Rules, and I was at Extreme Rules. So sound off in the comment section below about what was your favorite part of the pay-per-view, and what did you like and what you didn't like. And I will talk to you guys later, the night of Great Balls of Fire, which is in 3 weeks, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.